Hostage is a series that had a lot going for it even before it released, due to the fact that it's a political thriller which was always going to grab my interest, alongside the very talented acting cast. But does the series do enough to remain a captivating watch, and does it stick the landing once the 5 episodes are done? The series follows Abigail Dalton, who is the recently elected British Prime Minister, played by Saran Jones, who is such a good actor. And chaos ensues when Alex, her husband, is kidnapped, and the kidnappers demand that she resigns immediately, or she will never see Alex alive again. Meanwhile, Julie Delpy plays Vivian Toussaint, who is France's president campaigning for re-election. She's willing to do everything and anything to stay in her post, but when she finds herself in the middle of a blackmailing plot, her and the Prime Minister are forced to make some very difficult choices. We get really good performances from the cast here. I think Saran Jones is a really engaging and assured performer. She really knows what she's doing when she's on screen, and I really enjoyed her performance. And Julie Delpy is superb as Vivian Toussaint. There's a sort of icy, steely nature to her character, and I really enjoyed seeing her on screen whenever she appeared on screen. But I do think the series should have delved further into the tension, or the alleged tension, between the two characters. At times, it felt the handbrakes were on, especially with Saran Jones's character. I think Hostage does a decent job of showing you how complicated politics is and being a politician can be. The balancing acts between appeasing your cabinet, fending off opposition, trying to maintain worldwide relations, and trying to keep your very own country happy and at peace. We get to see that at times, politicians are forced to make certain choices that they don't necessarily believe in or even want to make. And this can be due to situations, pressures, and compromises rather than ideals and beliefs. We also see how far people are willing to go to cling onto power, shown through the lens of a politician. But this also applies to various careers and aspects of everyday life. And the question that the show poses is, should that ambition and should that drive come at the cost of the people that you care about the most? And Lucien Masmati is one of those tried and tested actors who you can rely upon to perform no matter who he's alongside. He can slot into any role, any story, any movie or TV series and offer you a top performance. He is such a talented actor. But there were some issues with Hostage that stopped it from being as fun, thrilling, and engaging to watch as it should have been. With the first one being, this series doesn't break the wheel, it doesn't do anything that we haven't seen before in the political thriller genre. And that means this is a fun watch, that means this is an easy watch, but it's not a must watch in my opinion. Across the 5 episodes, there were too many moments where characters were able to do things that they shouldn't have been able to do, too many moments of convenience, too many far-fetched moments, and this sort of undercuts the tension and the believability of this political thriller. The series makes a point of highlighting unrest within the NHS and the healthcare system as a whole, but we don't get to see this on screen until the 3rd episode, and this takes away from the weight and the stakes of what they're telling us matters. And the premise of the mission to bring down the Prime Minister and the President felt half-baked. We're told it's important, we're told it really matters, but we don't get to see it or feel it for ourselves, and in the end it felt like a very underwhelming reveal. So those are my thoughts and feelings about Hostage. I think this is a decent series that could have been so much better. But I want to know your thoughts. Did you enjoy Hostage? Did you not? Do you plan on checking it out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.